but a lot of inflammation comes from diet. A lot of it, a big factor. Like I remember I talked to this lady who was a physical therapist, and I had a neck issue, and she was like, you'd kind of be amazed if you cut out all the inflammatory foods of your diet, how much it would affect it. I'm like, really? She's like, yeah, I mean, you probably do have a neck injury, but I guarantee it's exacerbated by the foods you're eating. She said, cut out bread, cut out sugar, and see if it has an effect.
Over the years, he's tried some of the most extreme diets, supplements, and biohacks you'll ever hear. From eating nothing but red meat for a month to taking vitamin doses that would make a doctor nervously check your blood work twice. In this video, we're going to reveal 3 of Joe Rogan's most shocking health claims and find out whether science actually backs them up or not. And trust me, the last one is the most insane. So make sure you watch until the end. Habit 1. Carnivore diet.
Well, that's one of the most fascinating things about this carnivore diet is how many, albeit anecdotal stories, you have of people that had all these different conditions, chronic pain, rheumatoid arthritis, chronic fatigue, all these different issues, skin issues, eczema, all these different things that they were treating with medication. It wasn't working. They were experiencing side effects. They start eliminating everything from their diet except for meat, and all of a sudden these problems go away. I mean, there's too many of those stories for it to be ignored.
Let's start with a habit that shocked the entire internet. Joe Rogan's carnivore diet. In 2020, Rogan went full predator mode. For 30 days, he ate nothing but red meat, salt, and water. No vegetables, no fruit, no bread, not even coffee creamer. Just steak, after steak, after steak. And the crazy part? He said he felt amazing.
People, red meat is a very nutrient-dense food.
Yeah, that's absolutely clear.
Rogan reported losing 12 pounds, having incredible energy, and even seeing improvement in his autoimmune vitiligo. His photos went viral. The diet went viral. And suddenly, the whole world wanted to know, is eating nothing but meat actually good for you? Well, here's where science gets interesting. A large survey of carnivore dieters found that around 80 to 95% of people reported feeling better after switching to an all-meat diet. They said they had more energy, less bloating, clearer skin, the whole package. But keep in mind, most people who hate the diet don't stay on it, so they don't show up in the statistics. Still, the results are hard to ignore. And the weight loss? That part actually makes sense. High-protein diets are famous for helping people lose weight even when they're not strictly counting calories. Protein keeps you full, boosts metabolism, and reduces cravings. And when you remove carbs, your body doesn't produce big spikes of insulin, the hormone that stores blood sugar and, at the same time, tells your body to save energy as fat. No carbs means fewer insulin spikes, and that can lead to faster fat burning. So, yes, Rogan's results were real. Many people do lose weight and feel better on carnivore, especially in the short term. But here's the flip side. The downsides you don't hear as often. The carnivore diet is extremely restrictive, and that comes with problems. You get zero fiber, which your gut bacteria absolutely depend on. You're loading up on saturated fat, which may raise LDL cholesterol for some people. And you're missing key nutrients like vitamin C, folate, magnesium, and antioxidants that normally come from plants. In that same big carnivore survey, many people also reported issues like digestive problems, diarrhea or constipation, cramping, unpredictable bowel movements, and concerns about long-term sustainability. So, yes, the carnivore diet can feel like a metabolic shockwave. You'll feel something. But long-term, your body might eventually push back. And that's only the first crazy habit on Joe Rogan's list. Because next, we're diving into a supplement he megadoses every single day. And scientists still can't agree on whether it's genius or reckless. Habit 2. Omega-3. If the carnivore diet wasn't extreme enough, wait until you hear how much omega-3 Joe Rogan takes. Most people take one small capsule a day. Rogan? He goes full Viking. He has talked about taking high-dose liquid fish oil, sometimes tablespoons at a time, not tiny pills, actual mouthfuls of omega-3. And according to Rogan, it gives him mental clarity, less inflammation, better mood, and even better workouts. This became such a trend that after his episodes with Dr. Rhonda Patrick, fish oil benefits started exploding online, and omega-3 supplements sold out on multiple platforms. But here's the real question. Can mega-dosing omega-3 actually make you superhuman? What science says about high-dose omega-3? Let's break it down. Omega-3 fatty acids, especially EPA and DHA, are essential for brain health, lower inflammation, heart protection, mood regulation, and joint recovery. So yes, omega-3 has real evidence behind it, but the dose matters. Most research uses 1 to 3 grams per day. Rogan's routine? Sometimes 5 to 10 grams, depending on how much liquid he's taking. So what happens when you take that much? The potential benefits. Some studies show that higher doses of omega-3 can reduce inflammation more aggressively, improve mood in certain cases, support brain function, help with workout recovery, and improve triglyceride levels. This is probably why Rogan says he feels sharper and calmer. But there's a catch, or two. Mega-dosing omega-3 is not risk-free. High doses have been linked to thinning of the blood, increased bleeding risk, possible arrhythmia risk in susceptible people, upset stomach, fishy reflux, the worst part of liquid oil, and in rare cases, immune suppression when doses are extremely high. Habit 3. Vitamin D3. Megadosing. Now, let's talk about the supplement Joe Rogan swears by almost as much as coffee. Vitamin D3. Rogan has openly said he takes around 5,000 IU of vitamin D3 every single day, a dose that's higher than the upper daily limit most doctors recommend for healthy adults. In the US, the recommended intake is 600 international units per day for adults and 800 international units for adults over 70. Most medical guidelines put the safe upper limit at around 4,000 international units per day, unless blood levels are monitored. But Rogan? He pushes the boundary and claims it helps his mood, energy, and immune system. And to be fair, vitamin D deficiency is extremely common, especially indoors, office workers, and people living in cloudy areas. So his logic isn't completely wild. But what does the science say about high-dose vitamin D? Can high doses of vitamin D actually be beneficial? Surprisingly, yes. Some research has found that higher dose vitamin D can be beneficial in certain situations. A review found that 10,000 IU per day for an entire year did not cause toxicity in monitored adults. Several studies suggest higher vitamin D levels may support immune function, reduce respiratory infections, and even improve autoimmune conditions in people who start out deficient. There's emerging evidence that high levels may play a role in lowering inflammation and influencing cellular health. So the idea of high-dose vitamin D equals dangerous is not always true. In some cases, higher doses can have more effect, especially when someone's levels are low to begin with. In some cases, excess vitamin D can cause the body to absorb too much calcium, leading to kidney stones, calcium buildup in arteries, irregular heartbeat, and confusion and nausea. This is why high-dose vitamin D supplements always come with warnings. Not because they're evil, but because they're potent. And with Rogan's dose being above standard medical recommendations, it's not something to copy blindly without checking your blood levels first. Think of it like this. Vitamin D is amazing, but it's one of those supplements where more can go from beneficial to dangerous very quickly. Rogan takes 5,000 IU because he believes it works for him. But should you? That's where individual biology matters more than celebrity routines. And speaking of anti-aging and performance, Rogan's next habit takes things to another level, an experimental molecule that scientists are still debating today. Joe Rogan treats his body like a science lab. But unless you have his doctors, his genetics, and his discipline, be careful before copying his routines. The line between biohacking and bad idea can be very thin.